Imagine a single game of baseball or basketball that was so good, so beyond the norm, that the fans gave it its own name. In 1852, Adolf Anderssen, one of the greatest attacking players of the 19th century, made chess history with what we now call the evergreen game. Follow along as Anderssen, playing white, hacks up a rival German master who pays the ultimate price for not castling. Now we have what is called a double king-pawn opening. Both pawn to e4 and pawn to e5 are very natural moves because they facilitate development and control vital squares in the center. The leading players of the 18th and 19th centuries almost always opened this way. Sharp attacking games usually resulted. For the next few moves, both sides correctly bring out their knights and bishops. The Evans Gambit. This daring line of play was invented by a 19th century British sea captain, William Evans. White sacrifices a pawn so that he can gain time by attacking Black's bishop. There's an old saying in chess: the best way to refute a gambit is to accept it. Anderssen intends to torpedo Black's center and open lines against his king. Even this 19th century daredevil takes the time to safeguard his king. Black jettisons a pawn, hoping that Anderssen will waste a move in recapturing it. No such luck. Herr Anderssen doesn't waste moves. See the power of his queen-bishop battery along this diagonal. Bishop captures on f7. Check is threatened. The only good move to defend the vulnerable f7 square. But now Anderssen can gain time by harassing Black's exposed queen. Black doesn't fall for knight takes e5, as then he would be in trouble after rook to e1. The rook seizes the open file, threatening the knight. There would follow pawn to d6. Knight captures on e5. D captures on e5. Queen to a4, check, threatening the bishop and the king. Black seems to understand that when his king is in the center, he shouldn't open up lines for his opponent's pieces. With his next few moves, White completes his development and positions his pieces for an attack. Black should now bring his king to safety by castling, but instead makes a mistake and tries to counterattack too soon with his next move. Black is making a big mistake by leaving his king in the center. Anderssen is threatening knight to d6, check, winning Black's queen in a discovered attack. Check. For the price of a knight, Anderssen blasts the center wide open. Now White's rooks can join in the king hunt. Black banks his hopes on a counterattack against the white king. Notice how beautifully Anderssen has posted his pieces for a central assault on the black king. Black's army, on the other hand, has been cut in two. Black continues his counterattack, hoping to divert attention from his own vulnerable king. The g2 pawn can't capture the queen because it's pinned by the rook. Anderssen must hurry now because Black has a little threat going on. Checkmate on g2. Check. After this recapture, White has a brilliant checkmate. King to d8 would have offered more resistance. Check. A shocker. White sacrifices his queen, destroying the Black king's cover. Double check. With check coming from two directions, all the king can do is flee. Check. Checkmate. And it's a humiliating fate for the king who never castled. King safety is paramount. This moral is as true and evergreen as Anderssen's beautiful game.